because I hear his voice.
Yes.
Like, you can, I can hear his voice. That's what makes these comments so funny because I hear it. He said, you my brother. You my brother. Yeah, we brothers. Like, dang, you actually are telling me.
I hear it. I hear
it. Asking me and telling me, gang. What he saying, chat?
Chicago.
Chicago.
I can hear it. Man, that's so funny. You can hear it, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, moving into segment number 2, man. I thought it was very interesting. This was an interview that Cam Newton did last week with Pastor Montel Jordan. Let me say that again. He did this with Pastor Montel Jordan. No longer just regular Montel. You know, this is how they will no more of that. This is Pastor. Yeah.
I'm coming to your crib. Had dinner by candlelight. We gonna watch some TV. We gonna play your CD.
He's a writer too.
Yeah. But he talked about it. But he talked about he talked about how fleshly his music was and his creation was on his interview. So
had some gas, man. He had some gas.
Oh yeah, he had great music, but he talked about like how it kind of almost made him very I wouldn't say like he felt bad energy, like it created someone he really wasn't, creating the music. So it was actually a very good interview. But this is a very good interview because Montel and his wife do couples therapy within their church, and they started talking about commitment and talking about getting married. And Cam Newton finally said it, like he answered the question. And I think it's very unique because when women come on the show with Cam, they try to give you a certain viewpoint of Cam. But when you get two men sitting down, you can see the difference in Cam's personality, his tone, the way he's trying to really articulate. So I want you guys to kind of listen to this, and we'll discuss it, man. Cam Newton really wants to get married.
Time again, yeah. And I'll reiterate it here. My desire or my fear of divorce is greater than my desire to get married. How would you counsel me?
The first thing I would say is you were brought up in church, and first of all, you know that fear is not from the Lord. So if you're starting out a statement of saying, my fear of divorce, what are you afraid of? That were your parents divorced?
No, sir.
How long were your parents married?
42 years.
Your parents were married for 42 years. Okay, so let me ask you this. Would you say that your parents are happily married?
I would say so.
Yeah.
But for all 42 years,
you know,
I think like when I see them, they are happily married.
Because you've seen probably people that are miserable in the marriage.
Yeah, I don't see that. I've never seen that in my marriage. Well, my parents' marriage.
Right. Is there any part of you that wants that? Even
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want that more than you would fear? You know, the fear factor is that divorce doesn't have to happen. Divorce is something that. Do you understand where I'm going?
Can I drop a bomb on you?
Yeah, come on.
I think we all share this in one way or another. I don't want to die alone. This is really me like tapping into a version where it's like, okay, what is it? It's like I practice marital, habits.
Without the commitment.
Say it again?
Without the commitment.
Yeah. And I don't, it came because of what I was experienced with when in the world of being successful.
Yeah.
Like I said it earlier. I was like, yo, there's some things that's happening that I'm witnessing. And I'm like, no, that ain't what I kind of sensed it. Now we're here now.
Yeah.
Because when I first got into the league, when I first got notarized, it was an honor to see a person with their ring, male or female, woman or man. And it's like, oh, he married. Cool. Man, let's go hang out. We hanging out and it's like, your actions ain't actioning as if you were married.
Right.
Hey, you're married, sweetheart. That's cool. Yeah. Like, why are you coming on to me like this?
Yeah.
You got one of them. Yeah. You're off limits. Why are you putting me in? No.
Right.
It's those type of experiences that it's like, oh, everybody doing this.
Yeah.
Or what I was experienced to is like, oh, that's for That's the image.
Mhm.
Y'all ain't really true blue about this.
Right.
Because Jackie and Cecil, my mother and father, they was
They've been-
real about it. Still to this day.
Yeah.
And to tell you that I know what that structure is, I'm the only one in my family that's not.
Yeah.
My oldest brother, CJ, Cecil Jr., his wife, Bethany.
Yeah.
I admire that. My younger brother, Kalen, and his wife, Brianna. I love that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the outcast, but the narcissist in me that I've acknowledged and understand, ain't now one of them seen what I done seen.
Right.
It's that's been easy to just,
Yeah.
Pop. When you go to the bank, they look at your last name, but it's like,
So as you see there, man, what I should have titled this is you might be the only God that somebody ever sees. I think that's what Cam was expressing. Coming from a household where he's seen what marriage is supposed to display, but then he entered an environment where that play no longer existed, which now has tainted his thought process on what he felt was so desirable. So what is y'all thoughts about this when Cam Newton sitting down and speaking with Montel?
I mean, it's I don't think he should have let outside influences determine his desire for marriage. I know he's seen a lot and he saw a lot once he was out in those spaces, but he should have always came back to what he knew at home, and in doing so with that excuse, then why do you have several children with multiple baby mamas? Why didn't you stop at one baby mama or one woman? So if maybe because he was in that space at the time and he saw what was going on, and he didn't want to be involved in that, then that tainted his, desire for marriage. And I understand that, but he should always go back to the source of where he came from, the marriage that he saw, the years that he grew up to. And he could have made that decision like, no, I'm not going to do it like this. Y'all do what y'all do. Well, we're not going to do that over here type deal. So, yeah.
What's up, class? What you got, Plug?
I believe that in the lane that he's in right now, the way he's going about things is dope. He's spending a lot of time with that woman to understand that he knows that woman. He sees her ups or downs or everything. They spent a lot of time, and I think when you are living the fast life, that's exactly how you approach relationships fastly. And now that he's been in that space for so long, and now he's being around possible successful marriages, I think he's leaning toward that. The more he hears it, the more it'll like kind of trip his subconscious and bring it to the forefront. I don't think he has that fear. I think he done seen too much, and you got to spend more time on this side than on that side. Now he's not living that high paid athlete lifestyle. I'm on the road, I'm traveling here, and now he's stationary, and now he's more family oriented. I know he's always taking care of his children, but he's more stationary now. He's not flying everywhere, traveling everywhere, getting ready for OTAs and getting ready for the preseason, getting ready for the season. So now his face is like he's still holding on to the type of lifestyle he lived in. Like every time football season come around, you don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah.
So you're still in that mode. I think it's time for him I think he's ready to take that leap. I think he probably just don't want the market to know that he's missing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say you don't want nobody to think that you locked in. You still want that that attention from other women. But I think he's more ready than he is saying that he's fearful.
Okay. I think that I think Cam Newton is running a real life and real-time experiment. I think he is trying to display, because he finally has a woman who has held on, right? Like she stayed along for the ride and for the fight and and I think his show. So this is what people don't understand. When you have a real mate, they'll start to like learn more from observing than they ever have to learn from y'all actually having a discussion. And Cam Newton discussions in real time is allowing his female partner to still see the way these women think. Because if you start to think about all his conversations, every conversation with a man, they either now married or they're talking about not being alone or not wanting to die alone or like, but when you get the women up there, which we're going to talk about on our last segment, the women go back to the I'm outside, you can cheat as long as you do this, as long as you ain't spending money. And so he's literally showing his partner, hey, once we choose to tie the knot, understand that these women still exist. And those are the same women I battled with when I was trying to not get married and try to just be that guy. So I think he's trying to I really think it's a real life experiment being ran like in real time. Like, hey, let me show you the narrative so that you can understand. Because you hearing it from me, you think I'm just a man saying I don't want to get married because of X, Y, and Z. But if I interview 6,000 women who are all speaking the same language, and I interview 6,000 men who are talking about getting married, being happy, then change their lives, I think it's the men who really want to be married and the women who don't. And I think that's what we're starting to witness real time right now. So, but what you got for us, big class? I see you in the building. 333. What's up, class?
What up, y'all? It's been a minute since I slid on y'all. What's good?
What's good, man?
Classic.
What's happening, class?
Had to been about a month or so since I've been up here with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed y'all, man. Y'all didn't invite me to the house no more. It's all good. Look,
You don't need an invite.
What's up?
He got the key. Yeah.
y'all didn't invite me by the house no more. Y'all been making apple pies and everything up in here, man. Y'all ain't invite me to the house no more. It's all good. I was just playing. I wish these folk could leave Cam alone, man. They finna pressure this man right off the cliff, man. These folk need to leave Cam alone, man.
Everybody that come up there.
You think they pressure him into marriage, class?
Yeah, I do. I think he getting pressure right off. I don't think he getting pressured into marriage. He already married. He just ain't signed that paperwork. He already married. I think they pressuring him off the cliff. The paperwork is the paperwork is the cliff. They pressure him off the cliff. He already married. If these Montel Jordan, the pastor, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if these were biblical times, would him and Jazz be husband and wife right now?
No.
Why not?
Him and
If
Jazz?
these were him, Cam and Jazz, would they be husband and wife right now?
Cam and Jazz. I thought I'm thinking about yeah.
Yeah, if these were biblical times, they would be married. But since the introduction of the marriage certificate, now the certificate is all that matters. Is that if I don't get your wet signature, we ain't married. The man done committed. He has committed. He's given her 2 children. They live together. He's paying for everything, I'm sure. She got her own money. There's stability. There's protection. There's provision. What else do you want? They want the paperwork. And you know what the paperwork provides? The ability to rob you of your assets at my will whenever I so choose for the rest of our lives. That's what that paperwork means for that man. Cam Newton has been moving smart. Everybody want to talk to him about emotions. Everybody want to talk to him about the Lord. They want to talk to him about religion. Talk to him about being intelligent. He is a very wealthy man, and he has been moving intelligent with these women as far as not locking in on that paperwork. Now, once he signed that paperwork, if he get hit over the head for his bread, it's y'all fault. Not y'all, but all these folks that went up there and told him, do it, it's going to be their fault. And the longer she stays, see, y'all don't get it. See, these women play the long game. You know, for in certain states, the longer y'all married, that's the longer she get alimony. So if y'all married for 10 years and y'all get divorced, that's 10 years of alimony. So she'll stick it out. I'm not saying this about Jazz. Now I'm speaking in general, but like they will ride it out for a while. Like everybody think that Travis Hunter thing ain't aging well. Okay, watch. She might have 6 kids with him. The better to rob you with, my dear.
Superbag said the goal of a lifelong partner, the person who is still there to hold your hand on the beach, has not changed. It's just a significantly more complicated and difficult endeavor
to find them, to
Mhm.
find that someone.
Yeah,
But that has not changed. I agree.
I would have to. I would have.
Your person out there, boy. You might be locked in yourself and you don't even know it.
You talking about Cam?
No, you class.
Boy, you funny, huh?
you might be right there with your one, man, and don't even know it.
You say, oh.
She changing her diet as we speak.
Well, you saw me.
She going to get them raw beets. She bring grapefruit,
orange. You ain't about to Cam Newton me, dog. You ain't about to put me. You ain't about to put me on the couch, huh?
Let me ask you this, Classic though. Let me ask you this: do you think people can really walk him off that cliff if his father couldn't?
Yeah.
So you think the world is more influential than his father?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Obviously so, because what he saw,
changed. I see what you're
changed
saying.
his mind.
The world did change him to the. I got you.
At some point, you just want people to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And you start trying to figure out how to hit the mute button on them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like every single person gonna keep talking to me about this until I sign this piece of paper. Like if I just sign this piece of paper, will everybody just be quiet? You know what I'm saying? At some point, you just want everybody to just shut up. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's starting to get to that point, and that's stronger than his pops and all that. Like, and you got all these people looking at you and telling you how to legitimize your relationship when Cam and Jazz appear to be more functional than most of these people with these titles. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what works, yo, and don't get pressured out your bread. Like what Cam has been politically correctly saying, I'm gonna speak plainly for him because he can't say it like this. He worried about making friends and keeping advertisements. I'm not. Listen, what he's simply been saying is, I know the nature of women and I know what's smart for me to do. And that's what I've been doing. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. And he can't word it this plainly because it'll come off a certain way to his, like, on his woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll come off like he look at her a certain way. But any man that know the truth, we know the truth. If you Cam Newton souls, you not getting married on paper. Uncle Plug, I've listened to y'all brothers talk about finances, so I'm not asking, I'm stating. Uncle Souls, with your financial literacy, if you're Cam Newton, you're not marrying anybody on paper. Uncle Plug, if you're Cam Newton, you're not marrying anybody on paper. We're men. We know better. They're telling him no better, do worse. It's a whole bunch of people giving him bad advice in the name of the Lord, in the name of emotions, in the name of everything except for financial responsibility.
You think that Cam ain't sharp enough to know that he needs to protect this money? I'm pretty sure his father and his mother are also telling him to protect this money, protect his assets. I'm pretty sure they didn't had this.
Oh, he definitely probably would get a prenup before he signed any marriage license.
They can. I didn't seen some females wiggle right around that prenup. You got to realize when they I don't know. Hey, he gonna have to get that prenup written up by the best of the best. They'll wiggle around that prenup. I'm talking about do a 1-2 step right around that prenup.
It's some cats like I'm pretty sure that he's spoken. If he owns a business, he's had discussions about trust. And he has a lot of children. So if somebody who's on the level of making 150 to 200,000 a year put their children's funds in a trust, I'm pretty sure that he has too. I'm pretty sure he's put that money in the trust. Cam has been. I haven't heard anything about any financial woes about Cam Newton, so I'm pretty sure he's pretty financially savvy with a lot of people that's behind him telling him to do the same thing.
Yeah,
put that money in the trust. And once that money hits the trust, she can't get none of that.
I mean, I don't think she necessarily plans on leaving, but I think that shoot, probably the majority of women that leave don't plan on leaving, and that's the gotcha, right? Like this is the manipulation that happens, ladies and gentlemen. When it's time to start having this conversation about why he logically don't want that paperwork in his life, you know, they start manipulating with this, oh, legitimize your relationship or make a honest. They start saying all these phrases, make an honest woman out of her, and all this stuff, right? But how she feels today is the reason why she gonna marry me. How she feel, you know, 10 years from now on Wednesday is the reason why she gonna leave me. And my money is in the balance the whole time. Like we have to start looking out for our brethren and stop trying to be popular and cool with people. Like it's not smart for somebody that rich to get married on paper. I'm not even playing the prenup games. There's lawyers that make millions of dollars living by the slogan that no contract is unbreakable. And guess what? She can go get the best lawyer that God has ever created because you the one paying for it. You paying for your lawyer and hers. Yeah, bro. No, I am not gonna sit here in the name of pandering and give bad advice. Don't do it, bro. You've been doing just right. Keep putting babies in the oven, gang. Don't do it, bro. She's legitimized. We respect your relationship. If I seen Jazz in the street, I wouldn't shoot. I'ma respect Cam. You know what I'm saying? She's legitimized. The word is out. That's his fault.
She get her own bread too.
It ain't the same.
And no,
you know that.
It's never
you know that.
But she get her own bread. She does acting. She's
very successful. Yes.
Yeah, she get money. She get money. And I'm pretty sure this discussion is happening because I think his fear of divorce is that he doesn't state that, but that his fear is that. Because he said when he said they haven't seen what I've seen, and I think that's what he's talking about.
He not even, but see, that's the thing too, and that's why we do the code language and plug. What's your segment called? What is your segment? The name of your segment?
Real spill.
Real spill. We got the code language. You got the real spill because words matter. He got to stop saying he's scared. That man is being wise. He's being wise. He's not being afraid. He's being smart. I seen how these women move, and I'm not putting myself at risk. Plain and simple. Listen, and this is the problem that people have. I told y'all before, everybody wants to be the exception, right? So you think like this about every woman except me. No, all of y'all. This is my policy with people with vaginas. It don't matter who you is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the exception. No, 100% of you. I'm not putting my money at risk for not one of y'all. It ain't nobody that's going to give me butterflies in my stomach to put this 100 million on the line. Nobody.
Now, Classic, you recently attended a wedding in Greece.
Yeah.
And you can see that you wouldn't have went unless you really agreed with said marriage. Correct?
For sure. Yeah.
So you don't see this ever happening for you.
What you mean? On paper?
You don't ever see that happening for you, bro?
You just trying to Cam Newton me so bad.
No, I ain't trying to. No, I'm asking a question because I'm saying because I'm sure that someone is changing their diet as we speak.
You talking? I don't know what that means, but on paper,
I'm talking about like for real. Like she probably had her last tenderloin as we speak. Her basket is full of blue blackberries, raspberries. You know what I'm saying? Like sweet potatoes. Plug they selfish plug. Hey,
Plug, are you? Let me ask you. Let me spit it though. Let me spit it. Plug. Are you asking Classic this though? Because Classic likes to be straightforward. Classic, are you celebrating something that you really don't? What's the word I want to put behind? You're celebrating something that you really don't approve of.
In what way? You mean celebrating marriage?
Like like if you don't like how can you celebrate someone getting married if you don't really approve of that system?
No, I approve of marriage. I think people should get married, not when you got 100 million.
Okay. So you're looking at God. This makes a lot more. See, this is why we gotta have these conversations.
Yeah, when you once you're rich, you will never know who loves you for real ever again. Not nobody new. Now nobody knew. Now the people that been there, yeah, you can assess that. But anybody knew after you done touched them M's, you never will know.
Classic.
You never will know.
Classic. That young man thrifts.
Oh yeah. So I know he keeping it in the bank. But
that's a tight wad. I mean, when you have 4 streams of revenue, and when he actually retires from the game, he will be receiving more revenue. And bro, you don't thrift and not be prepared for anything that's coming.
It's one thing that can keep all that bread he's saving. It's one thing that can get that up off of him, and that's a woman. That's a woman. It's one thing in this world that can get that money up off you fellas, and that's a woman. Stay strong, kings. Respect yourself, kings.
You're opening that portal to that woman coming towards you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, she's changing her diet as we speak.
Hey, man.
She got Batana oil. She got jojoba oil. She gonna have it ready for your scalp. She gonna have it ready for your scalp. Hey. Everything. I'm telling you, she got pears.
I ain't having no issues with the lady. So.
I think we missing a. I think we missing a big point with people. Like when you think about Cam, Nick Cannon, a lot of these guys, even if they really desire marriage, they made too many false starts to now get married. Mm-hmm. Like we don't understand the type of conversations Cam had with those other women who he now has children with. Like when you start making I won't say bad decisions. When you make decisions early on, like Nick Cannon, he tried it with Mariah, right? It didn't work out. After that, all the decisions he made after that with all these other women, if he got married today, it would cause him more of a headache with the other women that he didn't choose, who are saying they're on the Nick Cannon plan. They're going to want 10x the Nick Cannon plan. And I think that's what Cam also experienced. He's wealthy, but he also has children with other women, which now if he chooses Jazz to be his pretty much licensed wife, that's going to women are so emotional, dog. It's going to change the tone of the agreements that you have made previously. Right now.
We're on the Shy. I'm watching that show right now.
Me too. Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Tiff was so mad at Emmett because he was cheating on her. And he was faithful to Keisha. And he's like, I can't stand you. Like, how you gonna be such a good man to her, but you weren't a good man to me? That's what you're trying to say.
That's what I'm telling you. So like those men have now, like they say, you make the bed, you got to lay in it. Cam has to lay, regardless how great Jazz may be for him. If he turns that leaf, like Class said, if he makes that decision, it's gonna be a domino effect.
Class is on his way.
He's losing millions, dog. Like
Class is on his way. Class is on his way, man. I'm trying to tell you, he's on his way.
He might lose viewers too
if he get married.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Shoot.
I don't think so.
Man, it's up in the air. That's a coin flip. He might. I ain't gonna lie.
Like every woman that he has interviewed has hit on Cam.
Cause I'm telling you right now, I don't even shoot my shot at females on social media in any way ever. But if I'm following a chick and she appear to be single and then she posts her boyfriend, I'm definitely unfollowing. I just became like your page is just less interesting to me now. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's something about the perception of availability that it's a psychological thing. And that's why I said, like so many artists and stuff like LL Cool J been married for mad long, but he didn't come outside about it like until he was like damn near just like a retired rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like
Denzel.
Like the perception of availability, it does something for your business. But I would say this though, as a man, if you're gonna go that route, it do take a lot for your woman to lay back because females be in competition constantly. They worse than us, I'm telling you. They be in competition constantly. So, for her to lay back while people constantly trying to hit on you, they constantly trying to take pictures with you, and they think you single. So she trying to lean in